Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new series on the channel. Today what I have for you is episode 1 of my Football Manager 23 save with #United. If you do go on to enjoy today's video, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 40 likes on today's video, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you're new as well. We are on the road to 800 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already with that post notification bell on. It's free to do so and it does massively help out. Drop a comment in as well down in the comment section down below to help boost the video in the YouTube algorithm. Now, I'm aware I haven't played Football Manager for about 2 months now. The last Football Manager upload was, obviously, we were doing a save with FC Eindhoven over in Holland, but after not playing for 2 months, I want to come back, fresh save, potentially the last save of Football Manager 23. We're currently in the back end, really, of May by the time this video does eventually come to your guys' screens, and then with me wanting to make this a long-term save and actually stick with it this time, you know, I know I've stopped and started a couple saves this year. Next year will be much more consistent with it and all that sort of stuff. But let's waste no further time and get straight into it. Now, as I'm sure you're all aware, obviously #United are not currently in a league which is deemed as a playable league by Football Manager. I have downloaded a database for this. I'll leave a link to the database down in the description down below. You can download it there. It's a really easy way to just get loads of different leagues and stuff like that. So I think we've got this level, which I think is level 8, and we've also got level 9 as well, in case we do obviously go on to get relegated. I had to quickly load up the save. We haven't actually played through any days. The earliest it would let me start was the 4th of July, so we have actually already played a pre-season friendly against our second team. I'm not really too sure, but we won 3-1. I don't really understand how. In terms of the squad, we currently have an 18-man squad. Only 2 players are actually contracted. We've also got a youth player as well. All the rest of the players are on non-contract. So we'll go through and build the team in a minute. We are currently in the Isthmian League Division 1 North, which is tier 8, 2 levels below the normal playable leagues. Obviously, we are doing it with #United. I'm sure you're all more than aware of who #United are. If you're not, feel free to go check them out and all that sort of stuff. But this season, first guarantees you automatic promotion, and then second down to 5th is where the playoffs are. I don't really know if it's 2nd versus 5th, or if it's 4th versus 5th, and the winner of that plays 3rd, and then the winner of that plays 2nd. I don't really know how the playoffs work at this level. You've also got 2 teams guaranteed to be relegated, and then I'm going to assume this is a playoff relegation. I'm not really too sure. Again, you'll have to let me know down in the comment section down below. But let's waste no further time and get onto the team that I'm going to build. We've already put the tactic in, now we're going to select the players. So out of all the available players, this is the best team that I have been able to come up with for now. You can clearly see where we need to improve. We need a fullback on either side. I was convinced Eli Benoit was a right-footed centre-back, but he can actually play left-back, and apparently he's left-footed according to the game. I'm not too sure if that is accurate, but as of right now, the team is James Philp in goal, a back four of Wooldridge, Halford, Haysom and Benoit, Cornell and PK Humble in the midfield with Francis on the right, Pedro Carvalho on the left, Lewis Watson as the number 10, and Alex Teniola up front. On the bench, we've got Shane Barrain, Tom Anderson, Yoni Vukaj, Toby Romalaran, and Ollie Miles. The 2 players currently missing out are Iman Akunja and Kojo Pengton. In terms of our finances, we've currently, at our cap, we've got £1,537 per week budget. We're currently spending all that, so if we want to get any players in, we're going to have to get some players out of the door. Normally, I like to have 2 players for every position, but because the budget's so small, it's going to be really hard, really, to be getting any players in as of right now. Obviously, we've got 2 very, very good centre-halves, especially Greg Halford. I'm sure a lot of you will know him. PK Humble and Cornhill in the midfield. Very happy with that. Apart from that, there's certainly a lot of room for improvement. As much as I really rate Jermaine Francis and Pedro Carvalho, or even Alex Teniola in real life, according to Football Manager, they're not the greatest, really, are they? So I am now going to introduce myself to all 18 players who have showed up to my first managerial meeting. I wanted to take the opportunity to introduce myself to you as a new #United manager. It has not gone down well as it normally does when you're a young manager. I think it's quite clear you'll have to prove yourself to quite a few of us before, but we're prepared to wait and see. I'm not going to make any promises as of right now. They're happy with that. I think the media prediction was 5th, so I want to see us aim for a playoff place. They're all happy with that. Obviously, in real life, they ended up winning the league, so if we can try and match that and maybe try and get 100 points, that would obviously be very nice. I also want us to give the Emirates FA Cup everything we've got. Lovely stuff. That's exactly the sort of overall reaction I was looking for. The code of conduct, they all seem to be happy with that. Positive, I think that's all gone down very well, apart from the fact I come in as an absolute nobody. They seem to be overall fairly happy with that. I don't think I'm going to show you any of the pre-season friendlies. We might show one. I'm not really too sure, maybe against one of the bigger clubs, but as of right now, I'm more focusing on trying to maybe get some players in through the door, because I just don't think this squad's good enough as of right now, personally. So we've played a couple of pre-season friendlies and we've got our first piece of transfer news. Joe Debell has left the club on a free transfer. He joined Ashford, or in brackets Middix. I don't really know what's going on there, but he's gone there on a free transfer. He's actually in our under 21, so he was never really going to play. I found signing players is really hard. Obviously, we've got no budget, so we can only really offer like £100 a week. Obviously, a lot of players at this level are normally on non-contracts rather than part-time contracts, but the fact we've got absolutely no budget makes it so hard to sign players, and we really need to get some players in through the door. So as of right now, we're struggling. Obviously, we didn't have a scout originally, so I had to get a scout in, and then it's going to take him quite a while to get up to date with things. So I think this first season we're going to have to work with pretty much what is the squad in real life, with the odd transfer every now and again. I don't know if there is a transfer window at this level. I would assume not. Wouldn't make sense to me if there was, but there might be. I'm not really too sure. But as of right now, that's the only update. Joe Debell has left the club on a free transfer. We are now approaching the 1st of August. Still no more transfer business has been done. It is literally impossible to sign any players. Nobody wants to be coming to the football club on a non-contract, and we've not physically got the wage budget to be offering part-time contracts. So as of right now, we've currently got an offer out for a couple of staff, which for some reason is going to put us over our player wage budget. I presume the wage budget now counts to... Yeah, this says it's just for players, so I don't know why the staff wages are being taken into consideration there. It doesn't really make sense to me, but yeah, as of right now, the squad is literally still the exact same from the last point. No signings have been made. We've got loads of players in on trial, loads of players I would absolutely love to sign, but we can't physically afford any of them. So we are now at the end of pre-season, and overall it was a pretty mixed bag, which is kind of what we expected, to be honest with you. When you've got so many different players coming in on trial and trying to mix with your team, they're never really going to be able to adjust to your tactics. So like what I say, it was certainly an interesting pre-season, but we learned quite a lot. Still have not been able to make any signings because of the contracts that we can offer. Everyone else is just accepting offers elsewhere, so we're going to stick with the original squad. We've also promoted Elijah Adebayo in to the first team. So obviously we started out pre-season then with this game, which I had no involvement in because I didn't actually become hashtag manager until 2 days after that. But then after that, we had a 6-4 win against our under 21s. We had a 4-2 win away at Bexhill United, a 4-3 win at home to Solihull Moors. That was a brilliant win for us. A 2-1 defeat at home to Kings Langley, a 5-1 defeat at home to Stevenage, a 2-0 defeat at home to Biggleswade Town, a 3-1 defeat at home to Chesterfield, a 4-1 defeat away at Faversham, a 3-2 win at home to Winkle Sport, and a 2-1 loss at home to Cambridge City. In today's video then, on top of all the things that you've already seen, we will have this match away at Tilbury and also a home match against Whittam as well. So let's get into the first match against Tilbury. Fingers crossed we can start out with 3 points. Here we have it then. Here's how we line up for the first match of the season away at Tilbury. As expected, we've got Philp in goal, a back four of Wooldridge, Halford, Haysom and Benoit, with Cornell and PK in the midfield, Francis on the right, Pedro on the left and Watson in behind Teniola. On the bench, we've got Shane Baran, Tom Anderson, Yoni Vukaj, Toby Romalaran and Ollie Miles. So the players missing out are Adebayo, Akunja and Apenteng. It's really hard when you've only got 5 subs. Do I need a keeper on the bench? I'm not so sure, to be honest with you. Let me know down in the comment section down below. Do you have a goalkeeper on your bench, whether you got 5 subs, 7 subs, or in the Premier League where you've got 9, or even European when you get like about 100 at substitutions? Go out there and impress me. We need to start out with a win. I don't really understand. I thought match previews were only when you're on TV. I've still not been able to sort the face pack as well. I'll try and get that sorted out for the next episode. I'm not going to make any promises, but I will try my hardest. We've got PK and Teniola with their face packs. A couple of players don't have them, and some of them don't even have silhouettes on there. Let's get underway though for today's game. Fingers crossed, like what I say, we can start out with a win. And with the season now underway, we've got a highlight straight away from kickoff here with Harry Haysom, who looks for a ball forward into Teniola. Teniola had a very, very good pre-season. In the games that he played, he pretty much scored a goal or two in every single game, so I'm expecting big things from him this season. I'll also try and get the league table up here. We want to be trying to finish in the playoffs this season, because obviously there is some good teams in here. AFC Sudbury are a very good team, some other good ones in there, so not going to be an easy task, but promotion in the first season would certainly be nice, wouldn't it? We start out with, according to the statistics, we're having a very good start to today's game, but it is now, I've completely forgotten the opposition's name. They're coming forward though with a ball over the top. Can we deal with that? Ball's out wide here into Michael Purcell. Ball into the box, cleared away in the end by Haysom, and now we've got a chance to counter-attack. Watson finds Jermaine Francis on our right-hand side. Can he get a ball into the box? Looking to take his man on. Good defending in the end from Edwards. What's the team called that we're playing again? Can we have a quick glance at the table? Tilbury, that's the one. I'll try and remember that. Free kick here for Tilbury. The ball is clipped around the back. Haysom can't quite get there. Halford deals with it for now. Francis now on the ball. Can he drive us forward on this right-hand side? He's got a couple men on him. Finds the ball into Teniola, though. Good first touch. He goes back into Wooldridge. Cornell now on a yellow card. Into PK. Also on a yellow card here. Pass back into Halford. He looks over the top looking for Teniola. Gets on the end of it. Can he finish? Big chance. And there's the first goal of the Sam Drake era. 39 minutes on the clock. It's a long ball from Greg Halford. The complete opposite style of play I'm trying to employ. A mistake from the Tilbury central defender. And eventually Alex Teniola knocks it into the back of the net. He took him about 300 touches to get the ball under control. Goes at the keeper's near post. Teniola time is well and truly activated. 39 minutes on the clock. It's Tilbury 0, #United 1. And I would say that's a deserved lead going into half time. We've been the better of the two sides. We've got to stay switched on until the end, as they've got a free kick here. They go short into Amas, back into the free kick taker. Ball over the top, very direct Route 1 football here. Miller in behind, Miller scores. It's pretty much identical goal to the one we've scored. A ball over the top, mistake from the defender. I think Halford should be doing a lot better with that, in my opinion. And unfortunately, Tilbury equalised just before half-time. Really, that's a bit against the run of play, to be honest with you. Ball over the top, Halford just nowhere near the ball. Miller with a great finish, to be fair. Philip has no chance. And now going into half-time, we're going to be going in level. That's quite disappointing, to be honest with you. I'm going to thrash the arms, far from pleased. A couple of players demotivated, which is never a good sign. Get underway for the second half, give him some encouragement, and we might make some subs soon. Free kick here, which Halford will put into the box. Good ball to the back post. Teniola with the header just over the bar. Pedro Carvalho's currently got an injury, but he's playing really well, so I'm going to keep him on just for now. We've got a couple yellow cards that I need to be mindful of, but that injury of Pedro Carvalho, we can't have that being long-term, or we don't want to be hampering it, making it any worse, to be honest with you. So I think I am now going to bring him off. We're going to put Francis out on the left. I'm going to bring Toby on that right-hand side. We've got both centre mids on a booking, so Max Cornell is going to come off here for Yoni Vukaj, who can now play as a supportive central midfielder, go a little bit more offensive. We've still got one more change to make, but for now I'm going to keep it the same. Can Hayson play left back? He can't. Yeah, we're going to leave it like that for now. We've still got one more change if we need it. 20 minutes to go now. It just doesn't look like we are going to be getting on the score sheet, so we're going to make another substitution. Watson is going to come off for Ollie Miles. We're going to go to 2 up front. Have Teniola as the target forward. Have Ollie Miles now playing as a pressing forward. We're going to put it onto attacking as well. Go a little bit more offensive for it. Even though we're away from home, I certainly think this game's here for the taking. I mean, look at the stats. We deserve to win this match. We've absolutely battered them. Fingers crossed Ollie Miles can come up with a goal off the bench. Vukaj into Toby Aroma-Laren. Can he take on his man and get a ball into the box? He looks to take on his man. Ball into the box. There it is. Keeper flaps at it. And Ollie Miles with a big chance. But he's put it wide. 10 minutes left on the clock. Could that have been the chance to wrap up the 3 points in today's game? Miles has unfortunately missed it. And now Tilbury coming forward on the counter-attack here. We do not want to see Eli Benoit exposed 1v1 down our left-hand side. Ball into the box. Philp has made a nightmare of that. I don't know how much more of this level of football I can watch. It seems the lower level that you get, the more and more the keepers just don't have a clue what they're doing. Miles is in again. He's finished it, but the lino's got his flag up. And obviously there's no VAR at this level. It's just not our day, is it, in front of goal? You can see them nicking a last-minute winner. I mean, yeah, he's very clearly offside there. What are you doing, Ollie Miles? He's not had a great cameo off the bench so far, has he? Although it was a good finish, his positioning needs to be much better than that. Corner ball for us here. Halford whips it into the box, looking for that front post. It's cleared away, though. And now Tilbury will come forward on the counter-attack. The ball is played back here into Garrett Douglas. A little bit of time for him. He goes down the line eventually. It's good football here from Tilbury. Ewington now. Can we get a tackle in here? We can. Now with Michael Percy into Nkosi. Ball over the top. We've not dealt with it. Miller's in again here. He shoots. He puts it just wide. Big opportunity for Tilbury there. 3 minutes added on at the end of today's game. It looks like this one is going to be ending in a draw. The first game of the season. Probably undeservedly, to be fair. I'm going to tell them they were unlucky. They've played well. Just got to be more clinical in front of goal. We'll make a couple of changes for the next game. I think changes and rotation is going to be key throughout the season with how small of a squad we do have. We've moved up in the table, obviously, up to 8th in the table. 1 point clear of the drop zone. 2 points away from top of the table, Sudbury. That's a bit of a disappointing one, to be honest. Let's get into the second game of the season then. against Whittam, but Pedro Carvalho's pulled his knee ligaments. He's going to be out for 3 weeks. Maybe I should have just taken him off straight away. That's really frustrating, to be honest. Here we have it then. Here's how we line up for today's match at home to Whittam Town. Couple of changes in there. We've got Philp in goal. A back four of Anderson, Halford, Haysom and Wooldridge. Cornell and PK in the midfield. Francis and a Penteng on the wings with Vukaj as the number 10. Teniola up front. On the bench, we've got Benoit, Watson, Aroma Laren and Miles. The players missing out are Adebayo, Akunja and obviously Pedro Carvalho is currently out for another 8 days to 3 weeks with them pulled knee ligaments, which is obviously not ideal. Whittam are currently second in the table, but only one game has been played. The recommended thing from my assistant manager was to go on attacking, so I've decided to go with that in today's game. Get at them from the off, and hopefully we can convert some of them chances. If it doesn't happen, maybe we go 2 up front for the next one. Start with Miles and Teniola, but then if neither of them are playing well, then you have to go a bit more defensive. So that's the only issue with having such a small squad, really. But we are now underway for today's game. Their kit is a really weird one, isn't it? Phillips has just done a bicycle kick. What on earth have I just seen there? 90 seconds on the clock. I don't even have a word for that. Haysom on the ball here. Finds PK Humble. Bit of room for him to drive into here. Can he find a ball out wide? He finds Teniola. Can he slip someone through? He goes back into Cornell. Out wide here into Anderson. Not his natural position at right back. He finds Francis though. Can we get a ball into the box? He's looking to work the room for it. He does on that left foot, looking for Teniola. And that is his bread and butter. Headers at the back post. The keeper comes out. That is just such a rookie mistake. 6 minutes on the clock. It's #United 1, Whittam 0. Brilliant play from Jermaine Francis. Gets a great ball towards the back post. The keeper, who's not the tallest, comes out and he's nowhere near it. Teniola climbs above everybody and makes it 1-0 to the #boys. It puts us up to that. Is that right? We're top of the league as it stands. Sudbury must be losing, and we're going to look to get another goal here. Anderson now with his gloves on in August. Cornell ball into the box. Teniola's at the bar. This man causes so much havoc inside the penalty area. If he doesn't win the Golden Boot this year, I'll be absolutely shocked. Oh, we're the only teams that are playing right now. Why are we playing and nobody else is? That seems a bit strange. Goal kick here for James Philp to take. We'll look to play out from the back. I'm not sure if # really have done this much in real life. Wooldridge now in a bit more of a familiar position at left back, to be fair. Does usually play more left back than right back. Obviously, no Wyan Reed on the Football Manager save. Francis now. He's caused them nightmares all game. Cornell looking for a direct ball for Vukaj. He's got the energy to get there. Ball across. Teniola. It's his 3rd of the season. Has Delino kept his flag down? I think he has. It's 2-0. 21 minutes on the clock. And it's Vukaj with the assist. He's come in for this game for Lewis Watson, who didn't have the best outing in the last one. Vukaj gets the nod, gets the assist. Teniola with his 3rd of the season. Can anyone else other than this man get on the score sheet? I'm not going to complain. I mean, we were, just over 1 game in, I've decided that he is definitely going to win the Golden Boot. The man's a cheat code. Goal kick here. Madden goes long. Can we get a head on that? We do. A Penteng now. First start of the season for him. Slips it through into Teniola for the hat-trick. Is this the chance? Good save from the keeper. That little bit of hesitation there. Always going to favour the keeper in the end, but we're absolutely battering them. This has been a brilliant performance so far. Corner ball here, whipped into the box from Whips, headed out by Teniola, only as far as Richfond. Back into Whips now, into the penalty area he goes, shoots low. The shot comes in from Mills just over the bar. I think it's actually been blocked by Wooldridge. Good defending in the end. 37 minutes on the clock. There's a man free completely here at the back post. Thankfully, we've gone to mark him now. Whips will whip another left-footed corner into the box. It's not a bad ball again. Headed up by Haysom. Not really cleared though. Whips with the ball again into towards the back post. Header comes in. Well claimed though by James Philp. As we approach the half-time whistle, it looks like Kojo's now taken a bruised ankle. All of our wingers seem to be getting injured at this moment in time. We do have a couple tired players. If we get one more goal before the hour mark, then we'll look to make some subs because I've been in a pretty comfortable position then. PK's looking pretty tired. Halfer's on a yellow and also looking tired. So subs would be ideal. As of right now at 2-0 though, the game is certainly not over yet. Jermaine Francis now on the right-hand side. Whips a ball in, looking for Teniola. And it's as easy as that. 21 seconds into the second half. Teniola time is well and truly underway. The clock is ticking. He has his 3rd of the game, 4th of the season. This man is an absolute cheat code. Jermaine Francis as well. Brilliant ball in from him. His 2nd assist of the game. Outstanding ball in. I mean, you put a header inside the 6-yard box for Teniola in any non-league game, he's going to go up, he's going to win it, and he'll probably go on and score it. Let's now make some substitutions as well. There's no need to keep players like PK and Halford on the pitch right now. PK is going to come off, and Lewis Watson's going to play in a bit more defensive role than what he played in the last one. Benoit is going to come on for Halford in his more natural position at centre-half. And final change of the game, Toby Romalarin is going to come on, and we're going to put Jermaine Francis out on the left wing, Toby on the right wing. We've got 40 minutes now just to enjoy the game, because the job is well and truly done now. If we don't win from this position, I'll be absolutely astounded. Goal kick here, which Madden will take once again. It looks like he's running the clock down at this moment in time. The ball is direct. Watson underneath that. Francis finds Teniola. Can he get his fourth of the game? He slips it through into Vukac. How unselfish is Alex Teniola? And Yoni Vukac has his first goal of the season. It's #United 4, Witham 0, 57 minutes on the clock. If the game wasn't already wrapped up, it certainly is now. What a player he is. Great ball through into Vukac. He slots it past the keeper, and that is well and truly job done now. Beautiful stuff. Madden here with another goal kick. We seem to be winning absolutely everything. We haven't won that one though, and for some reason Anderson's not really closing him down. Phillips now, come on, we want to keep this clean sheet. Let's have a tackle here. Norman shoots from distance. Oh dear. Non-league goalkeepers, Non-league goalkeepers. I mean, that is such a poor goal to concede. 69 minutes on the clock. Witten pull a goal back. Hopefully it's nothing more than a consolation, but I would have liked Anderson to have closed down Phillips a bit more there, and then had so much time to shoot. I mean, Phillips should obviously be saving it, but I think we could have done better as a defensive unit there, to be honest with you. Max Cornell finds Tom Anderson. Why does Anderson seem absolutely tiny on this pitch? Is it just me? Cornell, direct ball, looking for Vukac. Can he get on the end of it? Yes, he can. Yoni Vukac has his second goal of the game, restores our 4-goal lead. And it's #United 5, Witham 1. Yoni Vukac with 2 goals and an assist, proving why he wants to be starting more. That is what I want to see from players who are maybe not necessarily starting from the off. When you get your chance, you've got to take it. And I think 2 goals and 1 assist, he's certainly taken it. Certainly wants that number 10 position. We've still got Iman Akunji to come into the fold as well, who currently can't even get a look in. Watson, maybe it's time for him to potentially, I know we're only 2 games in, but if you're not performing, then why would I keep playing you? That's really always been my motto as a manager. Watson now, he finds Jermaine Francis. Can we find a forward pass? He can't on this occasion. That one is intercepted, and the ball is now with Win Otway. He looks over the top for Phillips. In on goal, Phillips comes out, and I mean, is there any point him even being in the goal? How he's dropped to 7.2, I'll never know, because he's not done anything. I don't think I've seen him make a save yet. I mean, it's another poor goal to concede. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh on the keeper there, but it just feels like non-league goalkeepers are pretty pointless. I mean, has that gone through his chest? He looks like he's a hologram there. That was just a really poor goal to concede again. It seems like we're very good at scoring, but we can't really defend. Eli Benoit with the ball here. He goes into Lewis Watson. Cheeky back heel into Benoit. Haysom now, playing on the right side, which isn't obviously his natural position, but I'm sure he can do a job there. Anderson picks up the ball and finds a Romalarin. Can he make an impact off the bench? Can he take his man on maybe? He goes back into Cornell. Loads of room for him to pick a pass in. He looks over the top for Vukac. Won't get on the end of that one. Whips clears it. Only as far though as Win Otway. He cuts inside and finds Coltons. Bit of space for him to play the ball. Good interception though from Watson. He looks for Teniola. He's broken through. Vukac brought down. Referee points to the spot. I mean, he's a million miles away from the play there. And Teniola has the chance to get his 4th of the game. Tucks it away nicely. I mean, considering Teniola's already scored his hat-trick, Vukac is on a hat-trick and won the penalty. In my opinion, Vukac should have taken that one. Teniola, though, with the goal. Never going to complain about a goal. 6 goals to the 2. And Teniola with a nice finish into the back of the net. 12 minutes to go now. Fingers crossed we don't concede. Barrel on the ball. Clips the ball forward. Haysom should win that. He doesn't. Norman now finds it into Win Otway. In on goal. Shoots. And it's another goal. A 9-goal thriller. It's #6 Witham 3. Like what I was saying, we're so good going forward, but defensively we're so bad. And we've got 2 brilliant centre-backs. I know Halford's obviously not on the pitch right now, and that is again a pretty poor goal to concede. I think if we had good full-backs and a good goalkeeper, we'd be absolutely unstoppable. I think this is going to be our Achilles heel this season. We give up so many chances, and because we give up chances, we're guaranteed to concede goals because of how poor we are in our wider defensive positions and the goalkeeper. Obviously, it's all just according to Football Manager. You know, I can only judge it off how Football Manager rates a player. And there we are, into additional time. The game is not done yet, though. Is there a chance for one last goal? Can we get into double digits for goals? Yes, we can. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a negative, though. I mean, the fact we've scored 6 goals at home is obviously brilliant, but conceding 4 goals at home is disappointing. I mean, that's just poor defending from whoever that is. Is that Cornhill? It's Haysom. Poor defending that from Haysom. He puts his hand up there as you can physically see him do it. We are top of the league though as it stands because nobody else has played. I'm never really going to complain though about a win where we've scored 6 goals. Although the goals we conceded were pretty disappointing. I'm going to leave it there though for today's video. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 40 likes, as I said at the start of today's video, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you're new as well. We are on the road to 800 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already with that post notification bell on. It's free to do so and it does massively help out. Drop a comment in as well down in the comment section down below to help boost the video in the YouTube algorithm. I'm going to stick with being consistent with it. Obviously, I am still uploading pro clubs and ultimate team content, so it might not be 7 episodes a week potentially, as our physio has currently got an offer from Store Market. I don't want that to happen. Isn't this Spencer's dad? Why would he ever want to leave? Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all very soon for another one. Peace.